wins a toss, but he defers to the second half now. Does this indicate a sudden belief in their defense, a desire to take the win? Why that decision?
Well, Ray, it can be any number of things. Of course, they do have great confidence in their defense, and justifiably. They've got a strong and solid defense. They also want to, I think, have the choice of receiving, kicking off, dependent upon the win factors at the start of the second half. But let me just consolidate all that and say, I think by adding this option, they've just confused the issues of the football game a bit.
All right, kicking off for Colorado will be Larry Eckel to receive George Shorthose and Herbert Johnson. So wherever you are along our Cat Sports Network, welcome to Big 8 football, the opener. It bounces over the head of Shorthose, over the end line, and so it'll be Missouri's Tigers putting the ball in play from their own 20-yard line. That was not a kick that was non-returnable and over the end line, which would be my description of that new rule whereby it would come out to the 30.
That is correct, Ray. Anytime it hits in the field of play and or in the end zone, it still comes out to the 20.
All right, there are the wide receivers, the running backs. There's the offensive line. Split end, Andy Hill. They start out in the I. Drain, the fullback, up close. Red, number 29, the tailback. Adler starts. This is Red, and he gets a bit of an opening and a pickup of about 4. John Red, a sophomore out of Mayfield, Kentucky. Now, Colorado operates out of a basic 3-man front, and one of the 3, George Smith, incidentally, one of 5 Smiths on this Colorado roster, made the tackle. A rundown now of the Colorado defenders. Good linebackers. That's the secondary. Second down, 6 Missouri, just underway from the Missouri 24-yard line. Wide left are Shorthose and Hill. Shorthose in motion. This is Drain. Good hole. First down, and then some. He was upset.
It was Alan Cricht who made the tackle and barely made it. Alan made a diving stab with his hands just to get Eric Drain by the foot. It was a fine stop, but threatened to be the long breakaway play.
Now, Eddie, to help our viewers understand this Colorado defense, now it appears it's a 4-man front, but it's not really. There are only 3 down linemen, right?
That is correct. It's truly the old 5-2 defense, now being called the 3-4 defense, making the defensive ends linebackers.
First and 10 from the Missouri 34. This is Red, and great penetration by the Colorado defense.
Right, they went to penetrating defense. They had not had success with the stand-up defense they had been playing. They had given up the first down on the second occasion, so they came up with the strong penetrating defense, and that time they offset the middle guard, the man who plays right over the center, to his left, 1 man. It gave added strength to the side that Missouri eventually did run to.
Credit Barry Remington and Darren Schubeck with making the tackle. No gain. Second down, 10 Missouri from the Tiger 34. Now they go to the 1-back offense. This is Eric Drain, the 1 running back behind Adler. Fake to Drain. That was Andy Hill, senior wide receiver, and Adler pretty well set that up himself.
Adler made a fine play. He starts off with a fake to divert the defense attention away from the receiver, in this case Andy Hill. He pops it back over to Andy, who's just run downfield about 3 to 4 yards, makes a quick stop, a turn in, takes the ball. A well-timed play as Andy Hill, fine-looking wide receiver for Missouri, makes an outstanding play.
Close to 10 yards, and it will occasion a measurement. In addition to Dean Kramer, the referee, Robert Holliday is the umpire, William Spikesman is the head linesman, George Hayward, the line judge, John Schroeder, the field judge, Dwayne Osborne, the side judge, and David Ames, the back judge. Not quite a first down. So the short yardage offense comes in. David Payton, number 86, was in on that last play. He was not listed as one who was probably going to play quite a bit today, but he was in on the last play. He's a wide receiver, only a freshman from Fort Campbell, Kentucky. 3rd and inches at the 44-yard line of Missouri. Now Shorthose is the only wide receiver. 2 tight ends, Red and Drain, will be the running backs, with Red deep in the I formation behind quarterback Marlon Adler of Winfield, Kansas. a keep, and a first down just beyond the 45-yard line.
And the keep on that short yardage situation, of course, is a very sound play. The only exchanging of the ball is from the center to the quarterback. He makes that thrust behind. Strong wedge-type blocking by the center, the 2 guards, and the tackles. It is, however, an excellent down to deal with because you can also make that fake, step back, throw the deep pass.
Bill Curry's Georgia Tech, undefeated, leading North Carolina State. 1st and 10, Missouri. Missouri 46. Early first quarter, no score. Adler has 2 wide receivers out to the left. Fake to Drain. Here's the option play. Adler, first down. Oh, a great run by Adler.
Ray, we have seen in the last several weeks the option play used beautifully by Oklahoma. And as we look at it in the hands of Marlon Adler, we see an excellent fake to Drain, the fullback. Outstanding move to the outside with top flight blocking by the Missouri wide receiver coming back. Andy Hill makes an excellent block, and Marlon Adler, 6 feet, 186-pound quarterback, does an outstanding job of running.
1st and 10 at the Colorado 37-yard line. The Tigers have something going. Might be making a change here. Drain. About 5 yards from the 37 to the 32 before Alan Kreit, a senior inside linebacker, was able to flip him over. But it's still a good gain on first down, which I guess it's safe to say is one of the keys to how a team does. How much do they gain on first down?
That's definitely true. And in this end of the field with this nice looking trap play, you can see Eric Drain pop through. Alan Kreit, the linebacker, does make a diving stab at his feet and get him down. But that first down play for 4.5 yards is always a benefit when you're in this end of the field.
Short hose left, Andy Hill right, 2nd down 5, Colorado 32. This is the tailback. This is Red. Now, Missouri's been having trouble getting any production out of their tailback, but off what we've seen in the early going here, Red has been able to get to that line of scrimmage and take advantage of good blocking.
Right here, he gets the ball on a delay. It is a draw play. Adler, the quarterback, takes it back to John Red, and that change of pace makes it very different for the defense. They had not seen that timing before, and as a result, they did not have the ability to get into the flow of the play.
A bit of debris of some kind came out onto the playing field. That was the reason for one of the officials blowing the whistle and saying, hey, hold it up for a moment. Great gain by John Red, the sophomore runner out of Mayfield, Kentucky, and a first down at the 18-yard line of the Colorado Buffaloes. There is no score, but Missouri has taken the opening kickoff and has moved to a 1st and 10 at the Colorado 18-yard line. And I would say so far this drive has shown the diversification of this Missouri offense. Short hose and Hill wide to the left. This is a 1st and 10 play. The tight end, Tony Davis, is on the right side. Short hose is in motion. Drain. And again, good yardage on first down before Alan Kreit is able to make the stop. That's a gain of a little better than 5 yards.
That again, as you have pointed up, Ray, illustrates the versatility of the offense that Missouri has. That the quick thrust to the fullback, as they have shown with Drain, the quick pass to the outside, the delay play, the draw play has given a real change of pace to this offense, been very effective.
2nd down 5, 12-yard line of Colorado. Adler still has it. Down to the 1. So that's 2 option plays run to perfection by Adler.
Well, Adler has a great sense of timing. As we see, he makes the fake. In this case, it's a reverse pivot. He just turns upfield through that little slot that develops because the Colorado defenders are trying at the line of scrimmage to contain for the pitch.
That saving tackle preventing a touchdown was made by free safety Kent Davis, but it's 1st and goal Missouri at the Colorado 1. The Tigers have held the ball the first 5 minutes of the game. 2 tight ends. Drain. Is he in? Apparently not. A foot short. So it will be 2nd down and goal, and credit sophomore inside linebacker Barry Remington for stopping Drain short of a 6-pointer. Ball control by Missouri's Tigers. Colorado won the toss, elected to kick off, deferring their choice until the second half. And Missouri has taken the opening kickoff and moved to 2nd and goal at the 1-foot line. Adler, touchdown. So credit senior center Phil Greenfield and senior right guard Nick Llewellyn for escorting Adler.
And he does the right thing. He puts his head down, gets between Greenfield, a very strong center, an excellent blocker, and follows his block. You've seen that many times. You saw the Green Bay Packers do it.
All right. Brad Burdett will try for extra point number 7 with Kerry Holloway, reserve quarterback, the holder. 9:21 to play, first quarter. And Missouri strikes early. Low snap. I'll tell you, Holloway did a great job of getting that ball down.
He proves he's got excellent hands. I'm sure we're going to see more of him.
So Missouri's Tigers strike early in front of the crowd here at Faurot Field. Extra point by Burdett, and here's an extra point.
And Kerry Holloway makes an excellent catch, or an excellent field of the ball. To pick it up off the ground as he had to do and then get it back on that spot quickly is a timing question that requires real dexterity, and Kerry showed us that dexterity brilliantly.
Tom Wheelahan kicks off, and it will be run out. Oh, there was a bit of hesitation there. Woo! And for Colorado, John Bennett is stopped short of the 15-yard line. Excellent special team coverage by that kickoff unit for Missouri. So now our first look at this Colorado offense.
And Ray, it is my impression that Colorado is still dealing with a confidence problem. They have not had success. They've got young players like John Bennett. He was a little unsure of whether he should run it out, stay in the end zone. That lack of confidence will be overcome with time and experience, but they still are wrestling with that issue at this time.
Now they line up with the one running back. Short gain out across the 15 by Lee Roussan. Now, Eddie, you know a lot about this young man from Greensboro, North Carolina. Strong runner?
He is a strong runner and an ideal runner for the one-back offense, which Colorado is using extensively. He has good speed. As we look at the starting offensive line, here we got Alexander, Ryan, Illy, Gully, Beard, and Harper up front.
Gain on first down was 4 yards. Second down, 6. Vogel at quarterback. Steve Vogel, senior from Colorado Springs. Short gain, 21-yard line to Ron Brown. Now, Eddie, tell us a little bit of something about Ron Brown and his speed.
Ron Brown is one of those fellows who, given a little daylight, will disappear. His speed is remarkable. And we look now at the defensive line of Missouri: Staples, Scott, Lachey, Curry, and Justice. Their linebackers Sherrill and Mack, and their defensive backs Snowden, Matichak, Caver, and Fasanelli. Third down, 3. Colorado. Missouri leading 7-0. 8.5 minutes left first quarter. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Fumble. Colorado recovers to save embarrassment, but it will put the punting unit on the field. And Ray, it points up again the question that I was referring to a few minutes ago, the question of confidence in a young team that has struggled to gain success without having gained it. They've had a good number of those minor mishaps, such as the bad exchange from the center to the quarterback, and of course those are drive-defeating mistakes. Alan Braun punting to Andy Hill, who stands at the Missouri 40. Midway first quarter, Missouri took the opening kickoff and scored the touchdown. Good punt back at the 34-yard line. And excellent coverage of that punt by Don Fairbanks, a reserve linebacker. So Missouri's Tigers will have the ball for the second time. We're midway in the first quarter. Missouri leading Colorado 7-0. This is the Cats, Colorado Buffaloes, and the Missouri Tigers. Missouri is leading by a score of 7-0.
Taking the opening kickoff, marching 80 yards, Marlon Adler went the last foot for the score. Burdett added the extra point. Colorado, unable to pick up a first down, has punted. Missouri's second possession. Adler at quarterback. Drain the fullback. Red the tailback. Wide receivers, Short Hose and Hill. This is Red. Good gain again on that drive by Missouri for the touchdown. As I recall, Eddie, with one exception, they picked up good yardage on first down.
They did, Ray, and the other thing they did extremely well is to blend in just enough passing. They hit Short Hose out on the quick shot, Andy Hill out on a quick one, and that keeps the defense spread, keeping that running game good.
Second down and 2.5 after a good run by Red on first down. Adler still has it. Good defensive play. That penetration was by Barry Remington. He's only a sophomore out of Covina, or out of Boulder. And he just made a super play, and there's a loss, and now Missouri is faced with a 3rd and almost 5.
As we look at Barry Remington, we are looking at a young fellow who 3 years ago at Fairview High School in Boulder was picked or named the outstanding player in the state of Colorado. He played extremely well as a freshman, and last year was out with a severe knee injury. His return has been a great help to that Colorado defense.
Third down, 4.5 after the loss at the 44 of Missouri. There's a tailback. Red. What I would refer to as a little bit like a sprint draw.
You've got it exactly right. It is a sprint draw. As you can see, the quarterback starts a sprint out action. Red just takes one step to the left, wait for it. Had he broken to the outside here, I think he would have gone all the way. He made a nice run. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
As it was, freshman Tommy Streeter, the cornerback from Miami, Florida, probably saved a touchdown. It's a first down at the Colorado 32-yard line for Missouri. There's Red again. This time he's met by first off number 91, Don Muncy, the big nose guard out of Washington, Pennsylvania. Very short game.
And it was the same play to the other side. A lot of coaches feel that if a play succeeds, it's a good idea to repeat it going the other direction. And while you don't necessarily, of course, want to do that every time a play succeeds because of the pattern that develops, it is a successful routine. That time, however, got only 2 yards.
Second down, 8, 29-yard line of Colorado. 7-0 Missouri. 5:27 to play, first quarter. Adler to the air. Short of a first down. It's completed to the tight end Tony Davis at the 24-yard line.
And this particular game's got to have a little special meaning for Tony Davis in that he grew up in and went to high school in Colorado Springs, Colorado.
Barry Remington made another good play. He kept Davis from gaining the first down. It is 3rd and a little more than 2 at the Colorado 24. Less than 5 minutes to play in the first quarter, which has been dominated by Missouri's Tigers. They lead 7-0. Short Hose in motion. Drain, first down at the 20. Eric Drain running behind Llewellyn and Clay.
And what we're seeing in this Missouri offense, after 4 very tough games in which they've gained experience, they've gained toughness, they've gained some frustration, but we're seeing high efficiency in this offense. They've handled their pass game well, their option game well, the inside running attack well. It's been a very effective offense, both of these 2 possessions.
Now Hill is back in the game after being on the sidelines for 1 play. He's wide to the right along with Short Hose on 1st and 10. This is the tailback. Red slowed down from behind and very little. I thought I was going to see a flag there. I thought I saw a little movement on the tight end there on the right side, but I guess not.
I think so, and I might just take a pause to say that Mr. Bruce Finlacy is the Big 8 supervisor of officials. He was a Big 8 official for many years, an official in the NFL for many years, and has done an outstanding job of supervising the officials in this conference. So now that we have solid crews in conference games, we're going to see excellent officiating.
Gain of 1, second down 9. Now they split Tony Davis to the left, the tight end, and the wide receivers are both to the right. Adler to the end zone, intercepted. Now it is ruled a touchback. Lyle Pickens intercepted in the end zone. It was intended, I believe, for Tony Davis.
Well, we're going to see here that Pickens makes an outstanding play. Adler had just run out of any receivers open. He felt here that unquestionably felt Andy Hill was open, but the interception's made, and I really feel, having just made a comment on the high-quality officiating in the Big 8, it is high-quality officiating. They do occasionally make an error. I think they made one right there.
Alexander to the left, 2nd and 10 Colorado at the Buffalo 20. Late first quarter, 3:25 left in the period. Nowhere to go for Roussan. Met by Steve Lachey. He's the middleman on that 5-man front used by Missouri.
And Colorado's greatest shortcoming as a team has generally been considered the inexperience in their offensive line. That's been demonstrated again on that last play when the offensive line was just not able to handle Lachey and his comrades in that excellent Missouri defensive front.
McCarty is in a slot to the right. 3rd and 10 from the Colorado 20. McMillan saw nothing but daylight.
Tell you what,
a freshman from Silver Spring, Maryland, and he had visions of a touchdown, Eddie.
You're right. He saw nothing but daylight. Unfortunately, he should have been looking at the ball here. He was so eager, and understandably, he's a freshman with his first touchdown opportunity, looking him in the eye, looked away to the ball, looking into that end zone, did not handle it, and that's a tragic thing for him.
So with 2:41 to play in the first quarter, Colorado is still without a first down, trailing 7-0, and Alan Braun is punting. Good punt. Andy Hill, fair catch. He's looking, by the way, Andy Hill is, into a very bright sunlight. So Missouri will have the ball. It's 3rd possession here in the first quarter. Again, number 85, Pat Thetford, will be in the game as the Tigers have it at their own 36, 1st and 10. Andy Hill is wide to the left. George Shorthose wide to the left. Drain, number 33, the fullback. Red, who's done some excellent running. Number 29, the tailback. All directed by Marlon Adler. There's a little delay to the tailback, and there he goes. John Red with a beautiful bit of running all the way to the 32-yard line of Colorado.
This is a little reverse twist to that sprint out that we looked at, that sprint draw. Again, Adler sprints back as though to pass, then hands off back to his left, to Red in this case, and Red runs it to the counter side of the formation, back to his right. Outstanding running, outstanding play overall, but I might point out that offensive line for Missouri is doing a superb job.
1st and 10 Missouri, 33-yard line of Colorado. The Tigers are on the move, leading 7-0. There's Drain, and there's very little daylight for him. Although with a good effort, he manages about 4 or 5 yards. He was hit first near the line of scrimmage, and John Nairn, a sophomore free safety, made the tackle. He's from Ann Arbor, Michigan. He has just come into the game in place of Kent Davis.
And this is interesting. John Red, here still in the first quarter, has already had 88 yards, 8 carries, 11 yards per try.
2nd down, 5. Adler still has the ball. 15, 10. Out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
And they have a flag down.
And a flag down at the 3. Lyle Pickens saved a touchdown.
But also, Ray, I believe that there's a definite possibility that Marlon Adler stepped out of bounds out at about the 8 to 10-yard line. There was a face mask call against Colorado at the point of contact on the tackle. And we will get a look at this face masking, and I think we may see whether or not Adler gets out of bounds. As you can see, he turns to his right here. He's down the sideline, and he may have stepped out of bounds, but more importantly, the tackle being made on Adler was, by the face mask, a dangerous play, and of course it's important that the penalty be invoked in this case, not too harmful to Colorado in that half the distance to the goal line is going to be only 1 yard.
Face mask, defense, half the distance to the goal.
So 1:23 left to play in the first quarter. Missouri leading 7-0 on the verge of another score. First and goal at the Colorado 1. Two tight ends, Thetford and Davis. This is Drain for the touchdown. So last week he was unable to get into the end zone against Notre Dame by diving over that pile of players, and now he does. 13-0 Missouri.
As we watch Eric Drain dive, I'm a little surprised that we see this, Ray, because a week ago against Notre Dame, he tried the same thing. He did not get into the end zone. I know that his coaches suggested to him that a fullback ought to bulldoze it into the end zone rather than diving into the end zone. He proved, however, on that occasion, just completed, and as we just saw, to be very effective when he does go up.
Kerry Holloway holding. Brad Burdick will try for point number 14. 1:20 to play, first quarter. So Missouri's Tigers were the most impressive opening quarter. Come for Missouri after that scoring drive, with the principal offensive weapon being tailback John Redd. Wheelahan kicking. This is Arnold at the 3. Rick Arnold. Out across the 20-yard line. Now let's see if Colorado can get side. McCarty in a slot right. Roussan is directly behind Vogel. This is Roussan. First down. Great run. Colorado 43-yard line by Lee Roussan.
And Lee Roussan is, as we had said early,
Colorado's initial first down of the game. A 23-yard run by Roussan. Vogel to the air. Wide open. That's his tight end. His leading receiver, John Embry. See, Mack made the stop. Gain of almost 5. 2nd and 5 at the Colorado 47. Seconds remaining first quarter. 14-0 Missouri. Just short of the 50-yard line. The scoreboard shows the quarter is over. But the officials haven't noticed it yet. Now they have. Now we have officially reached the end of the first quarter, with Missouri leading by a score of 14-0. Full setting here in Columbia, Missouri, with the leaves just beginning to turn and bright sunshine this afternoon. Temperature about 65 degrees. Here's a big third down for Colorado now. 3rd and 4 at the Colorado 49-yard line. Still that same slot formation, one back offense. Vogel to the air. Not quite able to hold on. Missouri leading 14-0. Second quarter just underway. Colorado about to punt in the person of Alan Braun. Low snap. Oh, very short punt. Takes a bit of a Colorado bounce, but still, Boyd, the tailback, will give you other changes in a moment. This is Vernon Boyd with blocking to the 29-yard line. 6-yard pickup by Vernon Boyd, a sophomore from Camden, New Jersey. He's running in place of John Redd, who had a sensational first quarter. George Smith made the tackle for Colorado. David Payton is in the game, number 86 for Missouri. Lockwood, number 78. Chapura, number 74, are the tackles. 2nd and 4 Missouri at the Tiger 29. Might have been too much time. I think Seitz was making a change there, Eddie.
He was. Colorado had come up and disguised what appeared to be a man-for-man defense, which suggests the blitz is on. Seitz, recognizing that, quite apparently was making an audible at the line of scrimmage, and in doing so used the full 25 seconds and more. I think it's also of value to point out that when a new unit has not played in the game, they come out, they're all starting afresh and anew. They're not in the harmony of the game just yet.
Still second down.
So delay of game, so it's 2nd and 9 instead of 2nd and 4. Ball at the 24-yard line of Missouri. Seitz shouting instructions to his wide receivers out to the right. Seitz still has the ball. Here goes Boyd. Close to a first down. we have a change at right corner for Colorado. Morris Copeland is now playing at the right corner. Tommy Streeter suffered an ankle injury, and we are told that they're just, as a precaution, they're x-raying it. It is a first down for the Tigers at their own 34-yard line. Nicky Pruitt is in now at strong safety, number 19. So Colorado's making changes in the secondary. 1st and 10, Missouri. Fake to the full. Here comes Boyd. Good play by by Morris Copeland, who just came into the game at right corner in place of the slightly injured freshman Tommy Streeter. Good play.
It was a good play. One of the difficult things to accomplish in executing that type of option where you make that pitch to the tailback going wide is to get the timing of the blocks, the lead blocks on the defensive cornerback and safety made at a time when the running back can in fact run by with the ball. That time the blocks were made too early. It gave Copeland the opportunity.
Gain of 3, 2nd down 7. Missouri 37. Seitz. There. It is ruled an incomplete pass intended for tight end Pat Thetford. But he didn't have possession long enough, say the officials, for it to be ruled a catch or then a fumble. Don Muncy made the hit.
We'll also see Darren Schubeck, who is trailing the play, and Darren Schubeck, number 90, hangs on, and he had been plaguing the play from the start. It was Pat Thetford making the effort. Schubeck had hung with him, delaying him at the line of scrimmage, and then was there making the catch difficult.
Now one-back offense. Barbosa is the only running back. 3 wide receivers, 2 to the left. Fumble. Loss of 3. Seitz never really got the handle on the ball, and coming up will be Missouri's first punt of the game.
Yes, and I think it also points up that Seitz and his unit that just now has completed this first possession under their control came on without having that immediate warm-up prior to coming onto the field. They had not been in the game before, so they've had significant timing problems on this possession, not to be unexpected.
Adler will punt. JoJo Collins to accept the punt at the 20. Oh, what a punt. Oh, my goodness.
JoJo Collins
end zone for a touchback.
JoJo Collins made one of the very smart decisions.
Did he, though?
Let that one go.
I thought for a moment with his hand went up he was going to actually touch the ball, but he didn't. The score remains 14-0 Missouri. This is the Cats Sports Network.
Colorado takes over.
Now we must keep in mind it's very difficult to throw deep moving from left to right because there's a strong breeze that Colorado is facing right now. 2nd and 15. Mousson moved a step to his right, the running back. Good protection. Fumble. Was he down? He was down. Tight end John Embry was down at the 26-yard line. It'll bring up a 3rd down and 4 after a gain of 11.
I think we ought to have a real close look at this. It's difficult, of course, to tell when the official blew his whistle. It's a nice throw by Vogel. It's a nice catch by Embry. He's just making that little extra effort to get an extra yard or 2, and the ball pops out. Quite apparently, the official felt he had blown it down, and I do think that Embry's knee was on the ground at the point the ball left his hand.
Tracy Mack made the hit. Now that flag right now is not moving really to show you how strong this breeze is. It's pretty strong. 3rd and 4, Colorado 26. A rush is on. Woo, that came ever so close to being intercepted by Jerome Caver, the strong safety. But Vogel did well to even get rid of the ball. It's 4th down, and Braun has to punt again into this strong wind. And Andy Hill is just waiting to give Missouri good field position as the Tigers lead Colorado 14-0 early 2nd quarter.
Let's watch the deep snap being made by Jim Smith. It's been a real problem for Colorado throughout the season. Jim is new at it today. Had a little difficult problem with it on an earlier punt.
Good pass from center. Almost blocked. Matt Factor may have been partially blocked. It takes a Missouri bounce. Tony Davis almost blocked it or maybe got a hand on it. Now he did get a hand on it.
we'll see through excellent camera work by this fine staff we worked with that there is a hand on the block, and at the same time, it could have been called roughing the kicker. If he didn't
have nip tag, Penny, Greenfield, Llewellyn, and Clay. Tight end Tony Davis. Andy Hill and George Shorthose, the wide receivers. Adler at quarterback. Drain, the fullback. Red, who has starred so far, the tailback. 1st and 10 Missouri, 43-yard line of Colorado. Wide open, the big tight end. First down, Davis inside the 30. Oh, was he wide open.
That was an excellent route developed by Missouri. Davis, lined up at the tight end position, is going to just flare out to his outside. Makes it almost a delay like that. Turns upfield right into that void between the strong safety and the cornerback.
Lyle Pickens made the tackle. Davis is split to the right. 1st and 10. 27-yard line of Colorado. Adler still has it. And he gets pretty good yardage on first down to the 22-yard line. It will be 2nd down and 5. Well, I'll tell you, watching this Missouri offense today has me looking forward to a week from today when we'll be at Lincoln, Nebraska.
Two great games in a row in Lincoln, Nebraska.
Boy.
There's going to be a great one there today,
yes,
as Oklahoma State takes on the Cornhuskers, and a week from today when we are there with Cat Sports to show you this Missouri team against them.
2nd and 5 at the Colorado 22 for the Tigers. Adler with a long count. There's the tailback. There's Red breaking a tackle. First down, 12-yard line. Oh, this Missouri Tiger offense today is awesome.
You know what's happened here, I think, Ray? As we look at Red, who is a good illustration, this fella has been through 4 very, very tough football games. He makes a nice move to the outside, but he is an illustration of what this entire Missouri team is. It's maturity. It's soundness and it's toughness that's developed through the kind of combat they've been through.
Mickey Pruitt made a saving tackle at the Colorado 13, where it's 1st and 10 Missouri. There goes Red again. Gets about 5 yards on first down. Eric Drain was leading the way into that hole, the fullback. This will call now for a defensive change. Don Fairbanks, a junior linebacker out of Lakewood, Colorado, checks in for Colorado as the Buffaloes desperately try to stop this Missouri offense. At halftime, North Carolina State leading so far undefeated Georgia Tech. It is 2nd and 5 at the 8-yard line of Colorado. 8:50 to play first half. 14-0 Missouri. A keeper to the 5. It'll be 3rd and 2. And George Smith made a good defensive play for Colorado.
The option play down in this end of the field becomes particularly tough. When you make the fake to the fullback or the quarterback fakes the other direction, the defense must move with a first fake. They're so concerned to stop the offense with very limited yardage. They've got to move to the first fake. That fake then gets the defense to commit, leaves the option very much open.
3rd and 2.5, just short of the 5-yard line. There's the tailback. Touchdown. John Red.
And John Red just surpassed the 100-yard mark. He now has here halfway through the second quarter with this nice drive off to his right side. Excellent blocking. John Red goes to 104 yards, accomplished really in only 22 minutes of the game.
So a commanding 20-0 lead for Missouri, as Burdett will try for the 3rd time today. Out of a hold by Kerry Holloway, will try to add extra point number 3. Almost blocked, but it's good. So Missouri has had a well-nigh perfect quarter and a half. Not only
a Missouri back who for only the 3rd time this year has gotten 100 yards or more.
The kickoff will be by Wheelahan, Tom Wheelahan. In the middle will be Rick Arnold, flanked by JoJo Collins and John Bennett. It's been all Missouri so far. So the crowd gets involved in the game. With a following wind, there'll be no return of this. came within about a foot of going over the end line. Had it gone over the end line, the ball would be brought out to the 30.
10 from their 20.
What do you think of that new rule? There's awful lot of opposition to it, isn't there, Ed?
I think it's wrong for this reason. In professional football, they kick off from the 35-yard line to cure the same problem so that not too many kicks go out of the end zone. In college ball, they left it at the 40-yard line, saying that smaller colleges don't have guys who can kick it out, so make this adjustment. I think they ought to put it at the 35 for the larger colleges, and for the smaller colleges, leave it at the 40.
Alexander to the left, Ron Brown to the right, McCarty in the slot, Usan the setback, Steve Bogle at quarterback. Usan. Strong running by the senior from Green.
Developed greatly through this college football program.
12-yard gain, 1st and 10, Colorado 32. Short yardage for Usan this time. A 1-3 preseason mark, losing the 3 games by a combined 9 points. 2nd down 8 as Vogel goes to the air. Wide open Embry. Another Colorado 1st down.
Really, we see here an illustration of hit the back and you die where you are.
1st and 10, Colorado, Buffalo 45. On 1st down, Bogle. Flag down. Flag down as Michael Scott was able to reach Bogle, but a flag thrown just as Scott reached the quarterback.
I would guess he got his face masked. No, I beg your pardon. It looks like a
Holding penalty.
Holding violation against Colorado.
It was a huge loss on the play of 13 yards.
And Vogel has retreated, gotten into position. I'm sure that Missouri will want to refuse the penalty in that they're getting the loss without holding offense. Refused. Yes, had to consume that down, leave Colorado in a 2nd down and about 23-yard situation.
From the Colorado 32-yard line. Long count by Vogel. Little delay. Usan out to the 38-yard line where it will be 3rd down and 17, and Jerome Caver from his strong safety spot made the tackle. Just over 6 minutes to play in the 1st half on this sun-drenched afternoon at Columbia, Missouri. Missouri's Tigers lead Colorado by 21-0.
And the draw play was a good call. It was a pass down, fully expecting a pass. The Missouri defense was loosened. A nice 8-yard gain. They need a big one here.
That ball just might have been thrown away. Ron Brown was in the general vicinity, but Steve Lachey was applying pressure, so it's again punt formation time for Colorado. Alan Braun will be punting to Andy Hill. Now, the last time Braun punted, it was partially blocked by Steve Davis, and the result was only a 17-yard effort.
Well, the kicking game has been a problem for Colorado throughout the year. Again, it's an illustration of a young, inexperienced team struggling with those detail parts.
Fair catch, and back, who already has gained 104 yards. Adler bounces the ball to Shorthose. They had a quick screen set up out to the left, but Adler just didn't get the ball to him.
Well, it appeared that Shorthose might well have intended to throw the ball. If he were going to throw it, it would, of necessity, had to be a lateral. You cannot receive a forward pass and throw a second forward pass on any down. You got to get it as a lateral. So I'm assuming that maybe Shorthose was just exercising frustration as he looked like he was going to throw it.
Pat Thetford is the tight end on the left side on 2nd and 10 Missouri at the Tiger 29. There goes Red. From the 29 to the 34, so he's up to 109 yards here in the 1st half. Where Darren Schuback, linebacker from Lakewood, Colorado, makes the tackle, and for Missouri. 3rd and 5 at the Missouri 34. Now they they take out Red and bring in the additional wide receiver, David Payton. He comes out to the left, number 86, Payton. 3 wide receivers. Drain, the only running back. Adler. The ball was tipped.
That was Don Muncie, the nose guard. Got a hand up and tipped it as it came out. A very alert play by Muncie. Colorado has stopped the Missouri first-team offense for the first time in the game.
Adler will be the punter. The last time he got his foot into the ball, he had a 65-yarder aided by a pretty strong wind. JoJo Collins is the punt returner for Colorado. 4:52 to play first half. 21-0 Missouri. Good snap. At the 25. 15. 1, 2, 3. There were 7 Missouri Tigers bearing down on Collins, and staff here and statistics. Meanwhile, Colorado from the Colorado 17-yard line. Vogel to pass. Good play by linebacker Tracy Mack. At the last instant got down in front of John Embry, who is Vogel's #1 target. Good defensive play by Mack.
And Mack is Vogel's #1 nemesis today, because this young fellow, we knew coming into the season, was anticipated to be one of the outstanding linebackers in the country. He's proven it without question on the 2 occasions we've seen him play.
Penn State apparently bouncing back after losing to Texas and leading Maryland in the second quarter. Right here it is 21-0, and there goes Roussan. Good gain and a first down out to the 30, where Matichak and Caver, respectively free safety and strong safety, made the tackle.
This is a little counter play. Roussan gets the ball on almost a draw-like play, but counters back to his left side. The play illustrates that Colorado does have the ability to block, the ability to run, the ability to execute. They don't have quite the maturity of a Missouri to keep doing it consistently.
1st and 10 play. This is Roussan. Again, a fine effort. And out of the secondary, Matichak had to make the stop. This might be another Colorado first down. It is.
And it's another fine play by Roussan, getting the screen pass from Vogel. Vogel does a nice job of drawing the defensive lineman to him. He drops it off to Roussan and gets good blocking out front. Makes the 11-yard gain, 1st and 10. Nice, versatile offense by Colorado.
At the Colorado 40. 4 minutes to play, first half. Good hit that time by number 49, linebacker Bo Sherrill. Just as it appeared Roussan was going to get pretty good yardage again.
This ball was not quite caught, plucked out of the air just at the instant it got there. It was a double catch. You can see it bounded up. Had Lee Roussan been able to hold on at first touching the ball, it would have been a completion. Excellent play by Bo Sherrill to make that hit while the ball was bounding out of the hands of Lee Roussan.
There's Coach Warren Powers of the Missouri Tigers. Eric McCarty has given way to number 35, freshman Mark Hatcher now for Colorado on 2nd and 10 at the Colorado 40. Oh, that's a fumble. That is a fumble. Eric McMillan blindsided Vogel before he could put his arm forward, and Colorado recovers at the Buffalo 18-yard line. Whoa.
And the very toughest thing for the quarterback in any situation, and of all situations, is to get that rush from your left when you're turned looking to your right. Bam! Eric McMillan gets Vogel right in the middle of the back. It's a tough play. You have no defense for it. You can't see the fella coming. And McMillan laid it on him very aggressively. Outstanding play by Missouri, but again, a breakdown in protection for Colorado that puts them in a very difficult long yardage situation.
3rd and 32. Incidentally, that fumble was recovered by guard Junior Ely. So it's 3rd and 32. Just short of a first down by about 12 yards was Loy Alexander. Into the wind. Hill will allow the ball to roll dead around the 26-yard line. So that's where this high-powered Missouri Tiger offense will take over. On top by 21-0 and bolstered by a strong defense. Florida leading giant killer Syracuse 3-0 in the first quarter.
I might say that Braun just kicked a punt, which normally he would have felt, and everybody, the coaches certainly would have felt was a lousy punt. It went squibbing off in a peculiar direction, but into the wind, it's a pretty good effect punt because it hits the ground, it bounds down for additional gain.
1st and 10 Missouri at the Missouri 27-yard line. 2:40 to play first half. This is Red. Boy, what a day he's having. All the way to the Colorado 46-yard line. John Red. From the 27, he picked up 23. He picked up another 27 yards.
And as you can see, John Red makes the nice run again, as he has throughout the game thus far. But the real key to the success of the play is that outstanding offensive line blocking Missouri has throughout this season demonstrated great veteran line.
Adler close to another first down and stops the clock at the Colorado 36-yard line. And right now, this Missouri offense is as varied and as effective as anything we've seen this season.
We just saw John Red rip up through the middle for 27 yards. Adler to the outside for 9.5. He's thrown it well, and you've just said a great diversity in the offense.
2:13 to play first half. 2nd and less than 1 at the Colorado 37. Short hose in motion. There goes Drain. About a yard. That's about all he needed at the 35-yard line of Colorado. We must keep in mind that Colorado, by virtue of having won the toss and electing to exercise their option at the start of the second half, that Colorado will have the ball at the start of the second half. Clemson leading North Carolina 3-0 second quarter.
And the tackle on the last play was made by Kurt Koch, number 95, an outstanding sophomore defensive tackle who's going to be one of the great ones in the league.
A 1st and 10 Missouri, 35-yard line of Colorado. Adler, little screen to John Red. Got about 5 yards on the play. Time, of course, is very important now. The clock is continuing to run. Less than 1:40 remaining in the half. Barry Remington made the tackle with help from Kent Davis out of the secondary. 2nd and 5. 30-yard line of Colorado. This Buffalo defense has been on the field much of the first half. Andy Hill is off to the right. Short hose to the left. Adler, look at that hole. And another first down. This at the 21-yard line, and Mickey Pruitt, the strong safety, made the tackle.
Prior to that play, Adler had carried the ball 9 times for 75 yards. Now we see him here going back, trying to throw to his left. Defense is there. He breaks it off to his right. The defense, in an effort to pursue on the pass and to put pressure on the pass, is just not there. Adler is one of the outstanding quarterbacks in the United States, and yet did not start 2 of the first games.
We have a timeout now called by Missouri's Tigers. They will have a first down and 10 at the 21-yard line of Colorado. We remind you this telecast is authorized under broadcasting rights granted as they lead 21-0 with 1 minute and 6 seconds left in the first half. The ball at the Colorado 21-yard line. Might be changing the play. There goes Red. About another 6 yards. My goodness, he's liable to reach 200 the way this is going.
You'll recall that early in the game I suggested that Red might have broken to the outside and run for a touchdown. His coaches, I'm sure, have told him, just as we see here, you run straight upfield. oftentimes ball carriers do want to run to that sideline, but there are no scores over there. He's running upfield superbly.
There he goes again. Down to the 8-yard line. It'll be first and goal with 33 seconds left in the half. Now let's see if Missouri takes a timeout. The first down, of course, will stop the clock for the moment. Yep. There's a Missouri timeout with 33 seconds left in the half. When play resumes, it will be first and goal at the Colorado 8. And all credit to this offensive line of Niptash, Penny, Greenfield, Llewellyn, Clay, and don't forget the tight end, and don't forget the fullback. Eric Drain has done an excellent job of blocking for his running mate.
And as we see there, John Redd now has 150 yards, 51 yards, and 15 carries. And if they score here, Ray, I doubt we're going to see John Redd very much in the second half.
We saw Vernon Boyd, but very briefly. He came in when Warren Powers and his staff elected to practically change an entire unit.
Certainly will bode well for them for the future.
2 tight ends, Thetford and Davis. 1 wide receiver, short hose. First and goal, Colorado 8. Pressure on Adler. No. Couldn't quite get it to Tony Davis. Did you see that big splash over there? The tarpaulin was removed this morning. There was quite a bit of rain last night. And he took, looks like he went into a shallow pool over there.
We get another look at the splash, and this is an excellent play by Adler to get the ball off. Under heavy rush, just off the fingertips.
Second and goal, 28 seconds left in the half. There goes Redd to the 4-yard line. It will be third and goal. The clock running, showing 20 seconds, 19, 18. And with 18 seconds, Remington for one have been over with Bill McCartney and his coaches. Third and goal, 4.5-yard line of Colorado. 18 seconds left in the half. Short hose in motion. Bounced it. Now good pressure that time from number 49, I believe it was. Yes. Linebacker, freshman Don DeLuzio. Do I pronounce that Arvada?
Arvada.
Arvada, Colorado.
And you got DeLuzio right, and I'll tell you what's important about
Bronson, who made a tremendous block for Redd. Now the first half stats.
Yes, sir. And rushing yards, you can see heavily in favor of Missouri, 286 to 32. Passing yards, 35 for Missouri, only 59 for Colorado. That should be their strong point. Total yards, only 81 to 321. Only 5 first downs for Colorado versus 17 as we go back to second half action.
Tom Wheelahan kicks off for Missouri's Tigers, leading 24-0 with a following wind, and that one is over the end line. Now it will come back now to the 30-yard line. This is as much discussed and, quite frankly, very controversial. Second half, trailing 24-0, first and 10 from their own 30. Roussan again is the only setback. McCarty is in a slot to the right. Here goes Roussan. Good gain. Well, somebody had him by the ankle. He'd had about another 5 yards. That's somebody. Tracy Mack helped out on the tackle.
Great at it.
5-yard gain, 2nd and 5. Colorado 35. Vogel to the air.
Tracy Mack again, number 36, right on the...
Out to the left goes Ron Brown. To the right, Loy Alexander. 3rd down and 5, Colorado. Couldn't get the
delivery a little bit. The ball falls short.
Let's see. Do we have a new punter? Partially blocked. Keenan was a new punter, and it's out of bounds at the Colorado 47-yard line. Reserve quarterback Craig Keenan from Ontario, Canada. Partially blocked by Corey Cathcart. Let's see here. Somebody got a hand on it.
It's a little hard to tell, Ray, and I too thought it was partially blocked, and I believe, however,
no,
that it just came off the side of his foot. And I might point out, and I want to say this not critically, but the Colorado kicking game is a disaster. They've had real problems with it, and I know they're struggling to work and improve it. Until they do, they're going to end up with these awful field position problems.
All right, Adler fakes to the fullback. Pitches now. Here goes Redd. Fumble. And Colorado has the football, I do believe. No, by golly, Red got it back.
Missouri.
John Red got it back, but there's a loss of a couple.
Let me point out something that I think's happened here. When your team goes out and plays superbly, and then they sit down for 15 minutes at halftime, they're ahead 24-0. And right here, as you see, John Red caught the ball fine, bobbled it. I don't think he'd have done that in the first possession of the game because his adrenaline was running. He was so concerned. He's lost that concern a little bit, and understandably. 15 minutes rest or 20 minutes rest at halftime, and it goes away.
One back offense, 2nd and 12 after a loss of 2. Fake to Drain. Pass complete to David Payton. 2-3 flags down. A tackle made by Morris Copeland. 4 flags are thrown.
I believe Morris probably got the face mask as he came up to make the tackle. And we'll see Morris Copeland moving up to make the tackle, and as he does, and this is an awkward and difficult proposition he's got to deal with. He's got an excellent athlete who he's got a corner up. That fella can go in any direction. He just puts out both arms and tries to gather him in. A hand got hold of the face mask, and it was appropriately observed by the official.
5 yards. Defense. First down.
Result, first down, 33-yard line of Colorado. After sitting out one play, John Red, number 29, is back at tailback. The second half is just underway here in Columbia, Missouri, and the Tigers lead 24-0 over Colorado. Fake, keep, there goes Adler. They say he missed a touchdown. Andy Hill did an excellent job of blocking for him. Niptash was out in front of him, but he missed a touchdown by about a foot.
Yes, Morris Copeland gets over to make an outstanding play to prevent the touchdown. I'm not sure how much benefit it's going to be, but this is a great option play. You see Drain, but first faking, then goes right through and blocks. Now you see blocking from the outside. Then you see Adler just run through one tackle, and then Morris Copeland comes in to make the tackle down 1 foot from the goal line. Great option play by Missouri.
First and goal, a foot away, 2 feet maybe. Touchdown, Adler.
Let me point out something, Ray, as we wait for Missouri to line up for their extra point attempt. Marlon Adler needs only 19 yards more, now only 18 yards more, to move into the number 2 all-time list in passing behind a former great friend of yours, now deceased, Paul Chrisman.
Now this is, I'll tell you, it's an awesome offensive display by Missouri's Tigers. I guarantee you some folks in Lincoln, Nebraska are paying close attention. And I am really looking forward to that flash at Lincoln, Nebraska next week. Burnett to try the extra point. Holloway the holder. So the score mounts. Missouri 31. The Buffaloes of Colorado nothing. Missouri's Tigers are on a roll at Columbia, Missouri. We'll be right back. All right, let's see if Colorado can get something going now. They've shown flashes of ability to move the ball. Roussan on the ground, Vogel in the air. Here they are, 1st and 10 at the Colorado 30. Here comes Roussan. Good block. Flag down. Flag down at the line of scrimmage or a yard behind. And we have illegal procedure. So it's been a tough day for this Colorado football team. It'll cost them 5 yards. Junior offensive tackle James Webb, I think, pulled up prior to the snap.
Dead ball, illegal procedure, offense. First down.
So it's now 1st and 15 at the Colorado 25. Flag down.
Now I've got to make this call. We have an official, and in this case the referee, who just made a bad call. I think if we do have the replay, we'll see that Vogel made an outstanding play.
Yes, he did.
He came back and made a block to help Roussan. He did get his head in front. It was very close, but he got his head in front of the hip. And we're going to see right here that as Lee Roussan comes back, bam, Bowl makes that.
Offense.
They call that a clip. you see.
Define. Second down.
And it's unfortunate that the official was not in a good position to see whether or not Vogel got his head in front of the hip, and that is, as I spoke to 2 weeks ago, Ray, that's what we refer to as overcall. The official, if he doesn't see it all, shouldn't call it.
Second down and 27 as a result of the loss. The penalty is declined, and Colorado just can't get anything going. Still early in the third quarter. There goes Roussan. Out to the 29-yard line. Good run before Terry Matichak, the free safety, made the tackle. Incidentally, this Missouri defense has had Matichak and Caver join at free safety and strong safety, and it's helped them a lot.
It's helped them both in their pass defense and their run defense, as we see Matichak here making an excellent tackle. He's been out all season, first game back. We look here at an outstanding young fellow, Lee Roussan, wonderful family over in North Carolina. I hope they're having the opportunity to watch their son today because he's playing superbly.
Third and 11. Great pass. This is the wide receiver, Ron 6. Roussan struggles for a couple of yards. It'll be second down 8. If nothing else, this will give this beleaguered Colorado defense an opportunity to rest a bit, because Missouri, by exercising ball control, has been able to keep the Colorado defense on the field for long periods of time.
Ball control, their excellent defense, and then mishaps in the kicking game by Colorado have all contributed to that factor, and I don't believe the Colorado offense was on the field more than about 7 minutes in the first half.
Wide receivers set out either side on second and 8. Here comes the pressure. Pass complete, short of a first down around the 40 to Eric McCarty, the freshman from Boulder, who is
in of play for Cater.
Third and 4. Now, was there illegal procedure by the offensive line, or was it offside or encroachment by the defense? It was a third and 4, and we'll wait for referee Dean Kramer to make the announcement after consulting. This will give Colorado a first down, and I do believe this is the deepest penetration for this Colorado offense today. It moves the ball to the Missouri 35-yard line. First and 10, Colorado.
Dead ball. Illegal procedure. Defense. First.
So with 10:16 to play in the third quarter, Colorado has something going now from the Missouri 35. First and 10. Ball batted in the air. Intercepted.
Well, it's an unfortunate break for Colorado because they were moving the ball well, but in that particular case, they had excellent pass protection. And what is an unfortunate irony about this, excellent protection sometimes contributes to this. They had blocked well. Here, the pass is batted by the defensive line for, Corey Cathcart bats the ball. They intercept it as it dribbles to the ground.
McMillan wound up with the interception. Missouri winds up with the ball and a 31-0 lead. On this is the Cat Sports Network. Athletic Director Dave Hart and Bill Callahan, their outstanding sports information director, are marvelous hosts, and we enjoy our visits to Columbia, Missouri. A turnover, and Missouri has the ball at its 38-yard line. And there goes the new tailback in there. Oh, is that John Redd yet? I thought I saw another number. I guess it's John Redd adding to his total, so he's now up around 160 yards. Yep, John Redd. Don Muncy made the stop after a gain of 5 yards.
Don Muncy is playing an outstanding game. He is the nose guard or middle guard. He got free of the block by Phil Greenfield, an outstanding center, and made the good move to his left.
Second and 5, Missouri 43. Adler, 4 yards, a yard shy of a first down, and again, Don Muncy made the tackle.
And I think it's appropriate to say that one of the characteristics of this Missouri offense today has been its relentlessness. they have made very few of those self-defeating type plays. So they just relentlessly come at you and come at you. And with that outstanding offensive line, they've proved to be, of course, immensely effective. John Redd, Adler, Eric Drain.
3rd and 1.5 at the 46.5-yard line of Missouri. 2 tight ends and only Short Hose, a wide receiver. There goes Drain for a first down at the 49-yard line of Colorado in the grasp of free safety Kent Davis. Boy, they're building up tremendous amounts of yardage. And we have a player down. A Missouri player is injured, and it's the ball carrier, Eric Drain. The junior from Gaithersburg, Maryland, appears to have sustained a shoulder injury. This injury comes with 8:43 left to play in the 3rd quarter. And Missouri with a commanding 31-0 lead over Colorado in the Big 8 opener for both schools. And so, under now overcast skies at Columbia, Missouri, we remind you that it's Missouri 31. Minor, he has given way to number 22, Santio Barbosa. Adler to Short Hose, out of bounds, 45-yard line, gain of 4. Is that the first reception for Short Hose today?
I believe it is.
It might just, yes.
And for them to be ahead 31-0 and have completed only 1 pass to him means they're holding him in reserve. He is unquestionably one of the outstanding receivers in the conference and the country.
Gain about 5 yards.
You'll see North Carolina State 24, Georgia Tech 10, and that's a real surprise.
2nd down, 5. Adler still has the ball. Colorado has not been able to solve that option play today.
We'll have a look at Adler, and I think you're going to see this just as if you were a defensive end or the man trying to make the play. You can see the Colorado defender move upfield beyond Adler, and if they make the block on the defensive tackle, if the defensive tackle cannot get to the outside to help, it leaves a big crevice, and the defensive end is isolated to the outside, caught in between. If he tackles the quarterback, the pitch comes to the tailback.
1st and 10 at the Colorado 26-yard line. There goes Barbosa. There is just no stopping Missouri today. If Eric Drain is slightly injured and leaves the game, his replacement Barbosa comes up with a run like that one.
Well, Barbosa demonstrates, again, that outstanding athletic ability involved in making that cut back. It really is just a little quick shot to the left, but Barbosa made the nice cut back to the backside of the formation and got him inside the 10-yard line.
13-yard gain, 1st and goal at the Colorado 8. Adler. Touchdown. We've got a flag there. Or did he fumble? The one official started to raise his arms. Let's see what we have.
Flag in the end zone, Ray, and I think there was a clip in the end zone as Adler turned up and made the dive. I think he probably got into the end zone before he bobbled the ball, but I do think that we've got a clip in the end zone.
Here's the call. Holding. Offense. Holding by Missouri.
And the sprint out play, this is a sprint with the option to throw the pass or run with the ball. He elects to run with it, but quite apparently in that milieu of people, somebody did grab one of the Colorado players, penalizes Missouri back to the 11-yard line, but I might point out that even holding with that play,
offense, still 1st down.
Adler has 14 carries for 138 yards.
That's amazing.
Well, he's passing.
It's amazing.
It's a remarkable day.
So it's still 1st down, but it's 1st and goal. Florida continuing to lead Syracuse. This is Redd.
And another flag down at the 7-yard line.
Flag on the play.
John Redd attempting to add to his already impressive total of yardage running for the day. Carried for 7 yards, but
another holding penalty indicated against Missouri, and
now this flag is at the 7. Presumably that's the spot of the foul. Barry Remington is the linebacker chatting with our referee, Dean Kramer. That's still tied in the third quarter.
And again, Clemson was one of the teams picked to be one of the strong teams in the country. Now North Carolina State 27,
Still first
Georgia
down.
Tech 10, fourth quarter score.
Warren Powers looks on, knowing now it's first and goal at the 12-yard line. 7:25 to play, third quarter. Adler sends short hose to the left and Andy Hill to the right. Missouri has not had to go to the air very often today. Stops the clock at the 6-yard line, where it will be second and goal. Run out of bounds by Barry Remington. In what obviously appears to be a losing cause, Barry Remington has been just outstanding defensively today, and I would select Don Muncy. Muncy and Remington as being the two standouts from what I don't know whether I should say it's a good vantage spot or not.
Well, unquestionably, Big 8 Conference has an abundance of brilliant linebackers this year. Muncy and Remington are among the very best.
Second and goal. Here goes Barbosa. Touchdown. Vernon Boyd is the tailback. Red is out of the game. Sights to Boyd. On 5. Drain for 3 right now. Schreiber. Very close to yet another at the Missouri 30 with 1:10 left to play in the third quarter. And Missouri leading Colorado 45-7. Warren Sights to the air. Oh, is he open? This is the tight end, Pat Thetford.
And unquestionably, there had to be a breakdown in the Colorado secondary because Thetford went through straight on the middle, wide open. Both safeties had moved clear out beyond. A junior from Topeka, Kansas.
Result, first down. 24-yard line of Colorado. Mundy is wide to the right. Payton is off to the left. There was false movement on the right side of the offensive line and maybe also on the left side of the offensive line. Payton in motion. Drain. Breaks a tackle by Kent Davis. First and goal at the 8. Darren Schubeck kept Drain from going into the end zone.
Schubeck and Fairbanks in on the tackle.
Schubeck was assisted by, as you can see, Kent Davis, number 7, was just outmaneuvered a bit by Eric Drain, but
First and goal, Missouri, 9-yard line of Colorado. We start the fourth quarter. Payton is the man in motion. And there goes Drain.
out hiking in the woods.
All right, Kent Davis is able to walk off the field. He's been replaced at free safety. Second and goal at the 3. A keeper short of the goal line is Sights inside the 1. Brought down again, Barry, and the Tigers leading 45-7. Will return to Missouri 45. Barbosa.
Skin action.
A sophomore from Cleveland, Ohio, is getting a chance to get some playing time now for play. Good pass from center. Good punt. Wallace decides not to signal for a fair play.
Now in a quarterback for Missouri.
Kerry Holloway, number 11, senior from Cape Girardeau, Missouri. And he gets the ball out. This is Mundy, Clifford Mundy. down to the Colorado 40-yard line.
Well, it's apparent that Clippard has quickness and speed.
Right, number 67 for Missouri. So we're seeing a lot. We might have time for one more play. Less than 30 seconds remain. The clock is running. It shows now 20 seconds left. Missouri's Tigers. An impressive Big 8 opener here before friendly folk at Columbia, Missouri. We're down to 7 seconds left. Alan Braun will perhaps get a punt away. 1 second. That's the ball game. Missouri's Tigers. Incidentally, with the game ending at this particular moment, we will have an opportunity to talk with quarterback Marlon Adler and tailback John Redd before we leave the air. Adler had a brilliant game, rushing from a quarterback spot for over 100 yards. John Redd had about 150-some yards in the first half alone, as Missouri set an all-time University of Missouri rushing record of over 500 yards.